It's always nice to come your way again. I hope you're all doing great and you're taking good care of yourselves. Today, we are making jollof rice, the famous jollof rice. Now, before you get confused, there's only one jollof rice, the best, which comes from Ghana. I know there are some fake ones, popularly known as Nigerian jollof, also out there. I would advise that you stay away from that. Okay, so just a quick background story. I don't know if all of you have heard about the Ghana Nigerian jollof banter, but it's quite funny because if we go down history lane, jollof didn't originate from Ghana. Neither did it originate from Nigeria. But I don't know why we've taken this so serious. I'm gonna read some information online, history, because we need to get our facts right. Okay, so jollof is believed to have originated in the Senegambia region of West Africa among the Wolof people. Okay, so where it is known as Benachin, I don't know, I'm sorry if I'm murdering that name. And then it goes on to say that, so that Benachin in Wolof means one pot. And it kind of makes sense when you're making the food. If you see this video during the process, you know that it makes sense that they call it one pot because it's just a pot of rice, veggies, meat, fish, and what have you. So that's what we are doing today. Again, don't get confused with all the fake jollof that is out there. Ghana jollof is a ish. Stay with me. If you're a subscriber, thank you so much for the support. I really appreciate it. If you're new to this channel or you're a passerby, please consider subscribing. It's free. And there are more great recipes that is coming your way. Also, after this video, I'm going to lose all my Nigerian friends, so I'm gonna need new friends. And wouldn't you like to have me as a friend? Thank you. To make this delicious Ghana jollof, here is what you're going to need. 2 cups of rice, some fresh tomatoes, 1.5 cups of chopped carrots, 1.5 cups of chopped green beans, 1 cup of frozen peas, 1.5 cups of frozen corn, some shrimp and chicken tablets for seasoning. You can do away with these. 2 teaspoons of mixed spices, some salt, 1 large onion, 170 grams of canned tuna, 1 cup and 1/4 of tomato paste, not tomato puree, and I have here a teaspoon each of oregano and Italian spices, or Italian seasoning. I have here a tablespoon of red chilli, a tablespoon of curry powder, a teaspoon of nutmeg, some bay leaves here, some rosemary. I have 6 cloves of garlic and a piece of ginger to be blended to steam the meat. Here is the meat. I have 1 pound of goat meat. You can use beef or chicken if that's what you prefer. I have 1 cup of olive oil. On high heat, add your meat. On medium heat and in a large saucepan, add your oil. Fry your meat until it's brown. You may not want to throw the stock that you got from the meat away. It's going to play a very important role when you are assembling everything together and you're making the sauce. So now the goat meat is all fried, and I'll set this aside. And in the same pan, now we are going to start making the sauce that we are going to cook the rice in. So I'm going to start by adding some onions. I'm not going to add all of it. I'm just going to leave a little bit. I like to leave onions on my jollof rice when it's almost done. I don't know, it gives it this flavor that I really like. So I'm going to set this aside. After the onions have been cooked for 2 to 3 minutes, stir in your tomato paste. So after 5 minutes, put in your fresh tomatoes. Cook this for another 5 minutes and then add your curry and cook for 20 minutes. Now this is the secret to a good jollof. You have to make sure that your tomatoes are well cooked. When the tomatoes are well cooked, that's when the flavors come out, because sometimes the taste of fresh tomatoes, okay, overshadows the other spices that it's in the food. After 5 minutes of cooking your fresh tomatoes with constant stirring, add your curry powder and your stock from the meat. Please remember to stir continuously. You don't want to burn your Ghana jollof rice. Unless you're cooking a Nigerian jollof rice, you can let it burn. No one cares. Start with the pepper, the spices mix, Italian seasoning and oregano, some rosemary, and the bay leaf, as well as the nutmeg. Finally, I'm going to add the tuna. Now the reason why we are spending a lot of time cooking this is that however your rice would taste depends on how your sauce tastes. So you would want to make a very tasty sauce unless you're cooking Nigerian jollof. Stir the rice into the sauce. Now let me tell you one trick about cooking this type of rice. We don't cook this rice with a lot of water. So if you've realized, I haven't added a lot of water to the sauce. You cook it with heat, okay? So I'm just gonna add a cup of water to it. A piece of clean fabric. I know some people use aluminum foil. I think that works as well. Cover your food. We'll check back on this in 5 minutes and stir and then cover it again. And cook this, continue this process for 20 minutes. So let's check on it after 5 minutes. And we'll give it a good stir. So it's been 20 minutes of cooking and stirring. And you should have something like this. Now we are going to add our green beans and the carrots. Now I know some people want their jollof, like they want the grains to single out, like how basmati rice cooks. I on the other hand like my rice to be together, to be soft. I don't want it singled out. So if you happen to want your rice like that, what I would advise is that don't use all the sauce. You can take some and maybe like take 1/3 out and cook with just 2/3 and add if necessary or when necessary. Now we are going to add the corn and peas. So it's been 2 minutes and oh my god, this smells amazing. It smells really good. I can't wait to dig in. And normally I wouldn't stir it. I would just let it sit on and then I'll cook it for about 2 to 3 minutes before I stir it. It's been after 3 minutes and I'm going to stir it now. Now everything is in. Oh, just so you know, I didn't end up using the other seasoning. I think I had enough seasoning. In case you're wondering, this looks really good. I like the mix of colors. It's really beautiful. And your rice is cooked. So at this point, it's all done and we are ready to eat. And this is how people you make Ghana Jollof. The rice is all done. Be sure to give this rice a try. You will love it. If you want to weigh into the heart of your Ghanaian friend or even your Nigerian friend, you can cook this meal, and it's a staple at every party, every gathering in Ghana, as far as I know. I think maybe in Nigeria as well. I don't know so much as far as jollof rice regarding the other African countries like East, North, and Central Africa. This looks amazing. You should give this video a try. You will love this recipe so much. Okay, let's give this a try. I can't wait to dig in. The meat is very chewy and well spiced. The veggies are not overcooked. Everything about this is perfect. If anyone comes to tell you that there's any jollof out there and it's not Ghana jollof, or to be specific, this recipe, don't look at that person. It's lies from hell, okay? And oh, if you're a vegan, don't feel left out. I'll make a vegan version of this recipe. I've got you. I really hope that you try this recipe, and please like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's called It's My Kitchen, and let's be YouTube friends. Thank you so much for watching once again, and see you next time. Stay healthy and take care. Bye.